What's going on, guys? And we're back on the Crew 2 today because we are taking a look at some of the new cars. And well, the first one I'm going to be showing you in this video is the Porsche 911 Speedster. Now, this is one of few of the vehicles that were added into the game right now. And what's really cool is this vehicle is also a convertible, which we have not seen in this game at all yet. This is brand new. Pretty cool to have, except when it's raining. But looking at the car here, you can see that's pretty dope, and getting right into the customization of it right now. Alright guys, getting into the customization. So what can you do to it? Obviously you can put the color of your choice on the car there, whatever you may like to have. For me, I'm probably going to leave it that nice silver metallic color there, because I like how that looks, but you can put any of these on as the official color, or you can go through any of these here for standard, metallic, and etc. Really depends on what you want to do to it. And you can also put whatever livery you want, whether it's someone who makes it, whether it's one of the ones from Ubisoft. You can put whatever one you want on there for that matter. For me, I'm probably just going to leave the one that's on it currently, although you can probably remove it. Might make the car look a little different. Moving we get here, you will see obviously it's a good looking car, and we could even leave it off for now. But getting right into the visual parts, we will see the hood here. You could change the hood. Going over to the front bumpers. As you guys see, there's a good amount of customization for the bumpers and stuff like that. Here are the rims. Not gonna lie, I kind of like those. Gonna put those on there right now, actually. Obviously, the other rims that are already in the game, which are available for the other vehicles. And then you can change the caliper colors as well. For me, I'll probably put red on there. Side mirrors. Normally the one that is carbon fiber. Pretty common to see. And then whatever those are. Doesn't look too bad. Probably just leave the regular ones on, though, because I like how those look. Over to the skirts here. You see the regular painted one, because the one that's currently looks like a matte black color there. And moving over, then the carbon fiber, I'll probably just leave the regular matte color one on there for now. Heading over to the rear fender, looks like it changes the top up there by the engine. Pretty cool. Yeah, see, there's a good amount of customization for these cars, and I do really like seeing the convertibles. We have not seen these, so it's pretty awesome to see it. See how detailed the interior even is just from this view and the customization thing here. So it is pretty awesome to see. Probably leave those off for now and just leave the regular ones on there. And then the rear wing here. Yeah, I'm not going to lie, the wings actually look pretty good. That one actually looks pretty cool, but I'm going to leave it off just for aesthetics look there. I like how the car looks itself. And then the rear bumper there is 36. You guys will notice that a lot of the bumpers changed kind of very, very minimal. There's really not much to them, I noticed, but there is a lot of bumpers to choose from, which is cool. And that will do it for the bumpers, guys. Moving on to the interior color, obviously it's your choice here, whatever you want to do. For me, I'll probably just leave it regular color there because that does look really good. And that'll do it for the customization. Besides that, there's vanity items you can put on. It depends on what you own, obviously. You can put on whatever you like, whether it's the smokes or the nitrous things here. Whatever you feel like putting on, it's whatever you have or like to put on. But it definitely looks pretty awesome. Alright guys, arriving outside with the new 911 Speedster in the Crew 2. Now obviously this car looks pretty awesome. I love seeing the convertible here. It just looks so good. What's really weird is this car gives me a lot of vibes from the car from Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2010 Remastered. Really cool seeing this car in the game though. And well, taking a look at the interior real fast before I even drive off. It obviously looks really good. Trying to move down. There we go. Looks good. This is actually a stick, which even makes it even cooler. Alright, let's see how the car sounds. Obviously the car sounds really good, guys, and that doesn't shock me considering a lot of the new cars in the game have sounded really good. Now the real question is, how does it drive? Actually, let's go the other way just because of the road. So acceleration, obviously, for me driving this car, I do drive this car a lot in the Summit, so because of the mission in the Summit, you actually have to drive this car. So you do get to drive it a good amount and probably get used to it a little bit, but honestly the car drives pretty well, and it seems like it handles pretty good too. When the weather gets kind of bad like this, you'll notice when it rains, you're taking a bath, but luckily you seem like you're sitting in probably a hot tub there. But like I said, guys, the car drives pretty well. It has a good speed. It seems like when it comes to the street class, the car seems to have enough speed and/or speed similar to the other cars in the class. So it seems like it will probably pretty much be another contender in the street class. Just like the Carrera 4S that was added previously. That car is also really cool to see. Now we have actual convertibles, which is really cool to see. And considering the Speedster in the game, this is actually a really nice car. So interior looks really good. Obviously driving, you see some of the dials work. Looks like the middle one there doesn't, but most of them seem to, which is good. I know a lot of people are talking about the Ferrari 458. The steering wheel still doesn't work on it, which is kind of upsetting. Actually, it might be a 48 piston, sorry. But anyway, the steering wheel does not work on it, and that's kind of upsetting. Hopefully they get that fixed soon, but seeing that, the interior does look really good in this car, and it's pretty awesome to see them putting detail into it. Car sounds good, handles well, and well, like I said, most people probably already driven this car a good amount in that one mission in the Summit. How about we do a quick race with this? You guys already know that I had to pick the sleeper race to drive this car because it's probably the best way to do it. And well, I'm going to drive it right into first person here to see how it does, and be cool to get out of my way there, bud. Thank you. Now driving it here, obviously in the race, guys. You see, like I said, the interior looks very nice in this car, and it really awesome to see them actually changing the interior in the game and actually making the cars really good. Like I said, the reason why I say that is some of the cars' interior actually doesn't work correctly, like the Ferrari. So it'd be cool to see that, especially on the convertibles here. You pretty much have to make them work really well. Looking at the detail of the car, though, in this view, obviously it looks really good. I love the headlights on it as well. This is a 2019 Speedster, so it's pretty cool to see, and it is a stick, and we all know manuals are bae, so pretty awesome to see. Anyway, guys, how does this thing drive in a race? Because we all know most people might be racing this thing a little bit. Well, it drives pretty dang good. Like I said, I got to drive this thing for over an hour in that mission on the Summit because, well, it was super annoying. And luckily, I am driving it on this race now, which is a lot more relaxing, and it's not nearly as annoying as that. Like I said, it handles really well. It could maybe use a little tweaks to the handling a little bit, but it seems like it's doing a good job overall with the build I have on it right now. This seems like it handles bumps pretty well, and when it comes to jumping, it doesn't seem like it does too bad. Just don't turn the wheel when you're about to jump or anything like that, and you won't fly off the road. Besides that, the car seems to handle very well. Like I said, it drifts a little bit sometimes when you go too fast, but most cars would do that. Seems to hold the line very well, and the acceleration is actually really impressive, and with Nitro Chemist, it's, well, insanely top tier with other street cars as well. So it does seem to hold its own, and when it comes to other cars going against it, we'll have to wait and see, but I feel like other cars will also be able to go against this thing as well. So this car doesn't seem overpowered in any way, if anyone was wondering. It seems like it's pretty much right in the middle, just like the Carrera 4S that was added before as well. So I would say this car will pretty much be right up there, just going right there to 236. I'm sure this car probably does around 245 to 250 most likely with Nitro Chemist, probably around there somewhere. It seems like it's a pretty sweet spot for these street vehicles, and well, that'll give this car a way to compete in PvP, which is pretty awesome. I definitely have to say this car will definitely be a great competitor in races now, guys. I mean, most people will probably have this car because of the Summit, so add to your collection and maybe never drive it again after the Summit, or go take it out for a cruise because you feel like getting a convertible out in the sunlight in the Crew 2, or maybe drive it through a rainstorm because why not? And you could do that in games like this. Anyway, guys, I have to give the car a high rating here. I mean, it is a great vehicle, seems fast, fun, and it seems like it'll do great in the street class. Thank you guys so much for watching.